Come closer and listen, not with your ears but with your soul. The sky above us holds stories, secrets whispered on the wind. These are not tales of birds, but of great steel beasts and the men who rode them. We call them fighter jets, but in old chronicles they were sky dragons, silver wyverns, iron griffins. Their roars split the heavens, their breath was fire on the horizon. They soared where no man could walk, guardians of the realm. These are stories of courage, of men who mounted steeds of metal and fire. Knights with spirits as boundless as the sky, destined to dance with death among the stars. The world below saw only silver streaks and thunderous roars, never knowing the true struggle above. Up there, battles of speed and grace unfolded, a ballet of lethal precision. It was a world with its own laws, heroes and ghosts. We must open these forgotten books and give voice to the silent heroes. This saga is written not in ink, but in trails of smoke across the sky. Their tales deserve to be remembered. The sky remembers, and so will we. In the beginning, the sky was a realm of gods and monsters, unreachable for man. Yet the dream of flight burned in the human heart. Sages sketched impossible contraptions, wings of feather and wax, fantasies doomed to fail. The sky demanded more, a beast of fire and metal. In secret forges, the alchemists of the air gathered. They hammered strange alloys, spun turbines, and built a steed worthy of the heavens. Their first creations were crude, coughing smoke and failing often, but from each wreck they learned. Then one day a new creation emerged, the meteor. Its silver skin gleamed when its engine roared. It climbed into the blue, a silver arrow loosed from a titan's bow. The age of the sky dragons had begun. Man was no longer bound to earth. The legend was born. The sky was conquered. The new sky steeds demanded a new kind of warrior. Not armoured knights, but men of quick thought and steady hands. They learned to read the sky, to know the wind and the stars. Training was grueling, mind and body tested to the limit. They became one with their machines, knowing every quirk and temperament. Each knight named his steed, painting emblems like ancient coats of arms. These were not just tools of war, but partners in the dance of life and death. The cockpit became a sanctuary, the sky their battlefield. When training was complete, they swore an oath, not to a king, but to the sky itself, to defend the realm from threats above, to be silent guardians. They were the knights of the azure expanse. Their honor was their shield, their skill, their sword. Legends waiting to be written in the heavens. The age of the Sky Knights had begun. Among the sagas of the sky, one tale stands out, the Crimson Dawn Patrol. This squadron flew the early, temperamental vampire steeds, swift but thirsty for fuel. Their mission guard the eastern mountain passes at first light when marauders struck. Sir Alistair led them, calm under pressure, his steed Guinevere, an extension of his will. One morning as dawn broke, a swarm of enemy fighters appeared, far outnumbering the 4 vampires. Sir Alistair gave a single command, engage! The vampires plunged into the swarm, the sky erupting in chaos and tracer fire. Speed battled agility. The vampire's fuel ran low. One by one his wingmen broke away, but Sir Alistair remained. With Guinevere bleeding hydraulic fluid, he made a choice. He dove toward the enemy's lead bomber, flying directly into its path, a final act of sacrifice. The explosion scattered the marauders. The raid was broken. Sir Alistair was lost, but the kingdom was safe. His courage became legend. The Crimson Dawn Patrol's sacrifice echoed through the ages. The sky remembers its heroes. Their valor endures. The kingdom survived because of them. Their story is not forgotten. The legend of Sir Alistair lives on. The sky keeps his memory. Not all Sky Knights sought glory in daylight. Some became wardens of the night, flying javelin steeds, broad-winged, painted black, built to hunt in darkness. Their engines hummed low, equipped with primitive scrying to see foes in the void. These riders were patient, solitary, their world lit only by instrument panels. Sir Gideon was one such warden patrolling the stormy northern coast in his javelin, Nyx. For months he hunted a phantom, an enemy spectre mapping the kingdom's defences, flying too high for others to reach. Night after night, Gideon endured storms and loneliness, searching for a ghost. Then, on a moonless night, his scrying glass flickered, a faint return, impossibly high and fast. The chase began, a contest of engine power and will. At last, in the freezing upper air, Gideon unleashed his missiles. The spectre vanished in a distant flash. No one saw his victory, there were no cheers. His only reward was the quiet satisfaction of a duty done. The warden's work was unseen but vital. Their legend is a whisper on the wind. The night sky remembers. The sky steeds evolved, driven by the relentless demands of the sky. The alchemists of the air never rested, forging steeds faster, stronger, more lethal, new alloys, new shapes, wings swept back, bodies streamlined. The greatest change, the afterburner, unleashing bursts of speed that shattered the sound barrier. Only the most skilled knights could master these new dragons. Combat changed. Close duels gave way to distant battles, guided fire darts replacing dogfights. The knight became a sorcerer, launching spells of fire and thunder. The phantom emerged, a two-man chariot, bristling with weapons. Then the harrier, able to rise vertically, hovering like a hawk. Each new creation pushed the boundaries of possibility. The sky dragons became more complex, more intelligent, more deadly. No longer just beasts of metal and fire, they were marvels of ingenuity. The kingdom's might soared with them. The evolution was relentless. The sky demanded it. The steel beast answered. The legend grew. The sky was never the same. As time passed, sky battles faded and the knights became silent sentinels. The sky dragons turned to myth, but their watch continued. The knights aged, their steeds bore scars, and the era quietly drew to a close. The legend of the last sortie tells of the old man and his ancient tornado. When soulless drones threatened, he relied on instinct, not technology. He flew into a stormy sky, waiting where he knew the drones would cross. When they appeared, he struck, a single perfect attack, gone before they could react. He landed at dawn, his mission complete. He and his steed vanished into legend. Their final duty done, their story etched in starlight. The sky remembers its last night. The legend endures. The old man's wisdom triumphed where machines failed. The kingdom was safe, one last time. The sky keeps its secrets. Today the forges are cold, the cloisters silent, the age of sky dragons passed into myth. Their steeds stand in museums, silent and still, relics of courage and chivalry. Yet their legacy endures in those who still dream of flight. The tales of Sir Alistair, Sir Gideon and the old man are more than stories. They are fables of the human spirit. On clear nights some say you can still see them, a flicker of speed, a glint of silver wing. Are these tricks of the light or echoes of the past? Perhaps the sky never forgets. The chronicles may fade, but their deeds are etched in the firmament. The legend of the fighter jets is all around us, in thunder and in dreams. Their watch may be over, but their legend will fly forever.